Okay, so today we're taking a deep dive into the mind of Jack Ma,
Ah, yeah.
the founder of Alibaba.
I love him.
Yeah, he's got some really interesting, business advice out there.
Mm-hmm.
Today we're going to be looking at a transcript from a motivational talk he gave.
Okay.
And it is not your average business advice, let me tell you.
Right.
Get ready to be challenged.
All right, I'm ready.
Yeah. So this video really stood out to me because it doesn't focus on, the typical rah-rah, follow your dreams kind of stuff. It goes
Yeah.
deeper, like way deeper.
What's interesting about Jack Ma, he's very big on embracing setbacks.
Oh, really?
I mean, he doesn't shy away from failure. In
Yep.
fact, I think he actively seeks it out.
So it's not just like learning from your mistakes.
No,
It's putting yourself in situations where you're bound to, mess up.
exactly.
That seems kind of counterintuitive.
It is, but if you think about it, early in his career, he took on roles and projects that were completely outside his comfort zone.
So he knew he was going to,
He
struggle.
knew he was going to fail, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
And he embraced it. Like, he gained valuable experience from those failures. And I think he built up a lot of resilience.
Oh, so it's kind of like, what do they call that? A growth mindset? Like that whole idea that you can learn and develop your ability.
believe.
Okay, that's fascinating. But let's get a little bit more specific here.
Yeah.
Alibaba's success story, I mean, it's not like they didn't just, appear overnight, right?
On that.
They had to overcome some pretty massive hurdles.
Absolutely. In the early days of the internet in China,
Yeah.
think about the lack of reliable networks.
Yeah.
Think about no systems for online payments. I mean,
Right.
it was the Wild West.
Totally, totally. So how did they manage to not only survive in that environment, but like really thrive? How did they overcome those logistical nightmares?
Well, that's what's so fascinating.
Yeah.
Take the payment system.
Okay.
At the time, most people in China didn't have credit cards.
Right.
So what did Alibaba do? They created Alipay.
This secure online payment platform, and that built trust.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, they facilitated transactions, and it changed everything.
So instead of being limited by what was already there, they just built their own solutions.
Exactly.
That takes a lot of, that's a vision right there.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Speaking of vision, though, you mentioned something earlier about how Jack Ma draws inspiration from kind of unusual sources, like Forrest Gump,
Yes.
the movie.
I love that analogy.
What is it? Like, life is like a box of chocolates.
It is. It really is. And I think he uses that to illustrate the unpredictable nature of entrepreneurship.
Right. You never know what you're going to get.
You really don't. There's so many surprises, good and bad.
And that's where his whole, stay hungry, stay foolish thing comes in.
Exactly.
So stay hungry for those opportunities, stay foolish enough to believe in your vision, even when other people are kind of like, nah.
Yeah, exactly.
That ties into his perspective on complaints, which I found really interesting.
Well, yeah.
Most companies, they want to, avoid negative feedback.
Right.
But he seems to, embrace it.
He does. He sees complaints as data.
Data.
Yes, valuable data, because a complaint, for him, it's not just somebody whining, it's a signal
Oh.
that something isn't working as well as it could be.
Oh, so you listen to those complaints, and then you can improve your product.
Exactly.
It's turning a negative into a positive.
Absolutely.
I like that. And that kind of leads us into another key point that Jack Ma makes, which is the distinction between big companies and small companies.
Yes.
So for him, it's not about size or revenue.
No.
It's about the dreams that are driving them.
Yeah, and if you think about larger companies,
Yeah.
they tend to get fixated on hitting KPIs.
Right, metrics.
Metrics, yeah. And that can stifle creativity.
Okay.
But smaller companies, especially early on,
Yeah.
they're fueled by this passion to create something new and make a real impact.
That hunger.
Yeah, that hunger.
Yeah, and it goes back to Alibaba's just unwavering belief in the future of e-commerce. I mean, when it was still a radical concept,
Oh, yeah.
they started with 18 people
In his apartment.
in his apartment.
Yeah.
And they had to face so much doubt and skepticism,
Constant.
but they held on to that vision.
They did.
And it's that relentless belief, right?
Yes.
Combined with that willingness to, adapt and learn from mistakes and turn challenges into opportunities.
I think that's what led to their
Right.
success.
I mean, Jack Ma's journey, it's incredibly inspiring.
Mhm.
It's a really powerful reminder that success doesn't come easy.
No.
It takes grit,
Yeah.
resilience, and a willingness to just embrace the unknown.
Absolutely. Yeah.
It really makes you think,
Yeah.
what's that one dream that you've been putting off because of fear or self-doubt?
Yeah.
What would it take to channel a little bit of that Jack Ma spirit and take that first step?
What would it take? That's a great question.
Yeah, something to think about.
To-
All right, well, thanks for joining me on this deep dive into Jack Ma's world.
My pleasure.
I don't know about you, but I'm feeling pretty inspired.
Yeah, me too.
Until next time.
See you.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.